There's a foggy haze in the air tonight.
Hello, welcome back to Trevor's Brew Diaries. I'm Trevor Luther, head brewer and one of the owners here at Grove City Brewing Company. Today we're going to talk about infusions, or confusions, like we promoted. So, infusing beer. There's a few different techniques you can use, and there's different places that you can infuse. Some people can infuse in the mash. Some stuff you infuse in the kettle. You can infuse in the fermenters. You can infuse in the secondary. You can infuse in the bright tank. You can infuse in the keg. All right, or you can infuse in the glass through a Randall. So, to determine what you want to do, figure out first what you're trying to achieve. Because if you take some fruit and infuse it into the fermenter, what's going to happen is it's going to change some characters of the fruit, because during fermentation it's going to eat the sugars from the fruit, so you may not get that sweetness that you're looking for. Also, you want to be very careful with bacteria. So if you're infusing anything past the boil, you're going to want to make sure that you run it up to pasteurization temperatures, or just make sure that the fruit's been processed. If you buy a puree, that it's aseptic. If you're unsure about that, be very careful, because you could cause your beer to have an infection, or you'll get some off flavors, and it could potentially make you sick. So you want to be real careful, do your homework, and check on infusions. So I just have a few things I set up here. These are fruit infusions. Obviously, if I was going to do anything with anything that had a skin on it, you want to peel the skin off. If you use something that has skin on it, like if I was to throw this into the kettle, I'm going to want to wash it and potentially blanch it, because there's a coating on this that they put on it when they process it. So if you go to the grocery store and buy something, make sure that you clean it up good, because you don't know who's touched it or where it's been. So clean it up real good, dunk it in boiling water for a bit to pasteurize it, and then throw it in your boil. Just whatever you do with infusion, make sure they're clean and edible. If you do something in the mash, like the donut beer, the donuts all go in the mash, and something magical happens in the mash that donut flavor comes through, and mostly it's due to the heavy proteins in the grains and in the donuts themselves. So do your research, be safe with infusions. Another thing you want to be careful with is fermentation. So if you add sweet stuff to a beer that's already done and it gets warm again, you could have fermentation react, and your containers could explode. So if you bottle, it could explode the bottles. If you put it in growlers, it could explode the growlers. So just be careful. Happy brewing. All right, so join us for next episode. We're going to be in the kitchen with Chef Alex talking about pairings.
Okay, try to talk. I'm gonna see how loud it is.
What?